Hello all, in this video I'm going to show how to create an automated cloud flow. So I just opened the homepage of Power Automate and switch it to my environment. I'm clicking on create and start from the blank, creating a blank automated cloud flow. Once we click on automated cloud flow, it showed a build an automated cloud flow and we need to enter the flow name here and you need to choose the trigger from the below options. We do have different kinds of trigger options. For example, is a SharePoint, Microsoft Forms, and OneDrive. It's a planner, and all different types of triggers are available for us to choose. Currently, I'm choosing Dataverse trigger where I have already created the Dataverse table available for me. So it will be easy for me to create a Dataverse automated flow and giving flow name like I just created an employee table in the Dataverse. So I'm giving get employee details. We will retrieve an employee details here using the Power Automate and click on create. Now it redirected to the editor and the change type. In the Dataverse, we do have this kind of trigger options. For example, in the Dataverse, if the record is added, if the record is added or deleted, or added or modified, or deleted. All these trigger options we can choose based on our requirement. Now I am choosing an option is added and table name is employee and scope, and we do have advanced options as well to choose the columns, and can give the filters and we can give the selected columns and we can filter the rows if it is having huge data. And now I'm retrieving the details. Before retrieving the details, let me go to the database table and show what are all the details available. And I am having an employee table here, and where I have the employee details like employee ID, employee name, and employee designation and email ID. So I'm going to retrieve employee ID. The employee ID I'm choosing from the trigger. It will automatically auto populate all the column values available for that particular table. And employee name. Compose is the action which acts as to show the editor values. And I'm choosing the employee name. And employee email ID. And if we are deleting this email ID, there we can see the flow checker error. Like it is mandatory to fill this value in the compose box, so it is showing an error like this. We can monitor the error. It will not allow us to save the flow if the flow is having an error. So definitely we have to choose the value in the mandatory actions. Now the flow error is disappeared. There are zero errors and zero warnings, and saving the flow. Now our flow is ready, and I am going to save this flow and going back to the details page. where first we need to check whether the flow is turned on or not. The status is on. So now I'm going to add a record to this table manually. 1002, the second one, and giving the employee name as test employee and choosing the designation test at abc.com and experience. I am only filling the values of mandatory columns, the table. Now the data is saved. Now I'm going back to the flow and there is no run history as of now. I'm refreshing the flow. Now the record is created and the flow triggered automatically and it showed up one record, one successful run. I am opening the run from here where it has loaded the employee ID, then which we have newly created, and employee name, test employee, and the email ID. So this way the automatic triggers will work. That's all for this video. Thank you.